Hello dears, welcome to Beauty for Heart. I'm Elaine, also known as Lulu. Today I'll be sharing with you dears the DIYDTP palette, which is the signature palette from Vanity Makeup. DIYDTP palette is a series where I'm duping the color stories with my existing colors of a new release palette that caught my eyes, but I'm unsure of getting this or not. So this duping helps me to see if I already own the color stories, and hopefully this video can help you dears to decide better whether you want to get this signature palette or to relook at your current collection before getting new products. So in this video, I will be sharing with you the Dupe Colours Swatches, this eye makeup look, and my final thoughts about the signature palette. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you happen to like this video, please consider to subscribe. And for all of you dears who are watching my video right now, thank you so much for watching. It's my blessing to have you dears here. So by the end of the video, please share with me in the comment section below, what do you think of the signature palette? The best comment will be featured in my upcoming videos. Thank you so much, and now let's get started. Trying to add glam to match up with this luxury palette. Recently, I'm very into the neutral natural look, so when I saw this release photo from the trend mood, it immediately caught my attention. Although this color story is not revolutionary, it is a versatile palette to create a wide variety of looks, from the daily natural look, to the bold ultra glam look, to the smoky sassy look. The quality of this palette seems to be very good, especially for these three shimmery colors over here. These three colors is what they call the Diamond Sparkle formula. It seems to be slightly chunkier than the rest of their metallic colors, but it seems so smooth, so sparkly and shiny. So these are not the pressed glitter formula, but I guess they are more of the pressed shimmer formula. The packaging of this palette seems to be very clean, so luxurious, and I like the color combination of the light nude pink with the light gold. And some said this has the Gucci style of packaging. This signature palette is a controversial palette because a lot of us like the color story but fainted at the price tag. Maybe recently because there are a lot of ridiculously high price eyeshadow palette released, like the Hourglass customized palette. 3 eyeshadow costs $99 USD, and then followed by those not ridiculously high priced but still high priced palettes, which are the Natasha Denona Mini Xenon palette, the Petrita Dimension palette, etc. So when this palette is launched around this timing, many dropped their jaws. The common feedback is that they are unsure of this brand because this is a new brand and most of us have not heard of this brand. And in the trend mood post, people are upset because of the replies that the brand owner gave them, because a lot of people are concerning about the high price, haven't heard of this brand, blah blah blah. And this brand owner is kind of very diligent. She replied to these feedbacks one by one, saying that their products is very good quality, this and that, and somewhere along the line. So this upset people. Well, pardon me dears for not knowing the history of the Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath, Charlotte Tilbury. When they first released their own makeup products, do they price as of the ColourPop's pricing? Or is there anyone who voiced out the concerns of too high priced items, or they never heard of these brands before? I can understand that if this signature palette is released before the pandemic, then the concern of the overpricing may not be as the same of today. About the overreaction from the brand's owner, it actually upset me a little too, because I felt that she is overprotective and defensive of her own brand. However, based on the second trend mood post, people are still voicing out their concern about the overpricing, the unheard brands, blah blah blah, and I didn't see any response from the brand owner. So probably she has already learned her lesson. Maybe it's a communication skill, or maybe she's over passionate about her own creation. So if we can choose to forgive brands that launch bad quality products as the first launch, or probably even moldy products, or forgive brands owners that are racist, I find that her issue is nothing compared to these issues. But again, I must apologize, I did not follow this brand owner. She has her own YouTube channel, and I didn't follow her at all, so I also do not know what she's advocating and her history. So anyways, I'm basing on this trend mood photo and also the photos from her own website, which is the Vanity Makeup website, to come out with these dupe colors. And all these dupe colors comes from Colourpop. Somehow I just like to reach out for Colourpop for the dupings, probably because I have, I think, near to 90 palettes from Colourpop, and that's the highest numbers of palettes I owned from a single brand. I haven't seen the Signature palette in real person before, as this duping may or may not differ from the actual palette. This is a 12 pan eyeshadow palette. There are 6 creamy mattes, which is the first row. The second row is the intense metallics and the diamond sparkles. There are 3 intense metallics formula and 3 diamond sparkles formula. There is no color names for this palette. Instead, they put it as their color description. This palette is vegan, is cruelty-free, and is hypoallergenic. And also, I will follow the sequence of the hand swatches. Okay, let me start off with the first color, which is this color over here. The first dupe color I have is from this palette from Colourpop, the Stone Cold Fox, which is the color 3. This is the color. For this first color over here, this is described as an off-white vanilla. And for this dupe color from the Colourpop Stone Cold Fox palette, this is a matte pale beigey taupe. And this is the first color. So when I see this comparing to the photos of the original palette, I don't see much difference. It seems similar, but the original seems to be a little more cool toned. And followed by this second color, this is the white gold opal shimmer. So the dupe from the Colourpop will be from this palette, So Jaded, with this color, Pearl. This is a warm light beige frost finish, which is this color over here. Seriously, I can't see any difference also comparing these two colors together, but obviously the original color seems to be more shimmery and shiny than this Colourpop colors. This is the third color, which is a matte neutral soft brown. I'm grabbing this palette from Colourpop, Bare Necessities, to come out with the dupe color, which is this Crack On. This is a matte chestnut brown. Okay, so comparing this dupe color with the original color, this dupe color seems to be much darker than the original color. Followed by this fourth color, which is the Diamond Sparkle formula, is a nude champagne color. And over here, I grabbed this palette from Colourpop, which is the Dream Street. I'm using this color Kaleidoscope. This color over here. This is a metallic warm light pewter color, and again, from what I can see from the photo comparing to this dupe color, they both seem similar to one another. However, again, because the original color is a diamond sparkle formula, it is so much more beautiful than these shimmering colors. It's very sparkly and very smooth and shiny. This is the fifth color, which is a matte cool tone taupe color. Talking about taupe, I do not have the taupe about it from Colourpop. I found a lot of the taupe colors from this Stone Cold Fox palette, and the color name is Bond Type. This is a matte mink grey, which is the color over here. Okay, I'm switching screen from my computer between the Colourpop colors as well as the original photo, original hand swatch photo from the Vanity website. So from what I can see between the two colors, the original versus the dupe color, it seems that the dupe is more cool tone and the original is more of a taupe brown than a true taupe color. So this color is slightly different from the original color. This is another diamond sparkle formula, and this is a taupe color. Still back with this palette, the Stone Cold Fox palette. I got this color, Sentiment to Be. this color, which is described as a metallic slant color. And this is the color over here. The color base for both colors, the original versus the taupe color, seems to be similar, but obviously again, the original is so much sparklier than this. Because whatever shimmery colors I got from the ColourPop is purely metallic colors without much shimmer. It's a different formula compared to the original palette, because ColourPop do not have so much pressed shimmers formula. This is another matte color, which is a warm burnt orange. And I got the dupe from this palette, So Jaded. This is Cornelia, which is a matte warm dark orange. Kathleen seems to like matte dark orange. She has it for her other palettes as well. Okay, so this is the color. So let me switch to this computer screen to the original hand swatch colors. So comparing the hand swatch color from the original photo and this dupe color, it seems like the original color is more of the orangey brown and the dupe color seems to be more orangey than brown. So there is a slight variation to it, but they are both orangey colors. And this is another color from their Diamond Sparkle formula, which is the copper color. Over here, I got this color from the quartz. I deported all the colors from the quartz to the metallic palette because I find that their packaging is a little fragile. One of my quartz came in broken. The lid is broken as well as the colors is broken as well. So I got this from the Sparkler Quartz, and this is extra bubbly. And there is an indication that this color from ColourPop that this is not safe for the immediate eye area use. And this is a metallic rich golden bronze color. There is also a gold and copper pinpoints glitters over here. And this colors is very smooth and very soft. Both colors, the original and the dupe, seem similar, but for this dupe, it has the fiery red glitters under the lights. So that's the difference between this color versus the original color. So this is the matte chocolate brown color. And again, I got the dupe colors from the same quad, the Sparkler Quad, and this is the color Cool Cola. This is a matte, rich, blackened brown color, which is the color over here. And seriously, I think that this is a spot on color. I can't find any difference between this and the original color. And the next color is a bronze metallic colors. And again, from the same quartz, the Sparkler Quartz, I got this Sweet On, which is a metallic chocolate color. And again, this is the color. I find that this is a spot on color. Okay, this is the last matte color, which is an intense black. And obviously, I got my dupe from this, the Smoke Show, or what is renamed as the Blowing Smoke. I got this color, Let's Do It, which is also a matte intense black color. This is a repeated color for a few of the ColourPop's palette, like the Rendezvous, I Think I Love You, and Good as Gold. They all have the same black matte color. And this is the matte color over here. Seriously, I cannot tell any difference between this matte black from ColourPop comparing to the Signature Palette color, which is that matte intense black. This is the last color, which is a metallic gunmetal color. Okay, I'm switching to see the hand swatch photos of this black color, this metallic gunmetal color, and I really like what I see from the original hand swatch photo from the Signature Palette. It seems so sparkly, so smooth, so shiny. I've watched the brand's owner's swatching video, and she was mentioning that this formula for this color is a formula between the intense metallic formula and the diamond sparkle formula. It seems so smooth, so beautiful. So over here, I have the dupe from this So Jaded with this color Onyx. This is a metallic gunmetal color with grey glitters. But in order to dupe that kind of texture, actually I also added this super short eyeshadows from ColourPop again, and this is in the color Frisky. Personally, I do find that I prefer this texture much better than the powder texture, and I find that the texture for this Super Shock gives a very similar texture to the original palette, which is the very smooth and sparkly texture, but it is not as deep as that color from the original. So that's why I added the So Jaded Onyx and mixed them together. But usually I'm not a person who will mix two colors to create one color on the eyes. So if I were to apply this color on the eyes, I will just only use this Super Shock eyeshadow. So anyway, for my hand swatch over here, this is already the combination of the Super Shock eyeshadow as well as the So Jaded palette, which is the onyx color. And with these two colors mixing together, I find that this is a very similar dupe to the original hand swatch color. So this is my final thoughts of the Signature palette. Color story is definitely not difficult to do. This color story is not revolutionary, and many feedbacks that this palette actually reminded them of the Tati Beauty textured palette. I do not have that palette, but when I look at the release photo of this Signature palette, it does reminded me of this ColourPop Dream Street palette. Neglect these two tails colors over here. There are some colors which is quite similar, which is the burnt orange color over here. But this burnt orange color seems to be so much brighter than the Signature palette. And there are a few browns and a few taupe pewter colors that seems to be similar from the original hand swatch photo from the Signature palette. Another palette I find that it has the same kind of vibe is again from ColourPop Mulan palette. I did not compare the shade to shade palette, but it does give me the kind of vibes with a mix of a few dark colors like this gunmetal black and these red colors over here that's not in the Signature palette, but the overall natural vibe is here, and you can also create a variety of look with this Mulan palette, the daily natural look or the sultry sexy dark look with the darker colors over here. The only thing that really caught my curiosity from the Signature palette is the formula. As you dears can see, there is a great difference between the ColourPop formulas between here as well as the swatches from the Signature palette. Especially for their Diamond Sparkle formula, it seems so much more sparkly and so much prettier than the metallic colors over here. Initially, I wanted to reach out for my Makeup of Rising Phoenix colors because they are known for the dual chrome glitters. Their shimmers and metallics are really very smooth and very shiny, but I do not see that Phoenix has similar colors for this 3 Diamond Sparkle formula. Another brand that I like to dupe with is actually Sydney Grace because their metallic colors are also very good, but again, for my collection, I do not have similar colors with these 3 Diamond Sparkles formula. Anyways, because of their formula, they seem so pretty, so high quality, that stirred my interest. But if you were to ask me to spend 95 USD to buy this palette, I would pause for a long while. And besides, I stay in Singapore, so the overseas shipping, I don't know how much it will be, but definitely it can be a bomb. So I'm not so willing to spend so much on a palette as well as the overseas shipping. But definitely I will keep a lookout for this brand and their future palettes and see how first. Hopefully one day when I strike lottery, if I ever buy a lottery ticket, then maybe I can buy this palette. I hope that this video is helpful for you, especially for you dears who are into the color stories of this Signature palette but do not wish to spend the kind of money on a palette or on a makeup, because makeup does expire. So for all we know, we probably already own the color stories of this palette. It's just that maybe we will take a little more effort to piece the colors together to form this palette. And yes, now it's your turn to share with me. What do you think of this Signature palette? Best comment will be featured in my upcoming videos. And last but not least, here's an inner beauty tip for us to be more beautiful and more wise. A disciplined mind brings happiness. Thank you dear so much for watching. If you happen to like this video, please subscribe and click the bell notification button below for my future videos. I love to do beauty products review, and sometimes when a new release eyeshadow palette caught my eyes, I may do the DIYDTP palette series like what I'm doing now to see if I already own these color stories. And if this is your cup of tea, please join in my YouTube family. Also, dears, if you'd like to connect with me more, please visit me at my Instagram and Facebook platform. The address will be somewhere here on the screen. May you dears have a peaceful, blissful and joyful week ahead. See you next time. Bye! And before you go, please check out these two videos over here. Thank you!